All right, so this comment says being vulnerable, so please be kind, but I didn't vote these local elections because I don't know about the candidates. I do vote the big elections though. Is there a way to read their stances on what's going on in the country that is clear cut? Well, the first resource I would direct you to is Ballotpedia. And then once you're at that site, you can type Colorado in the search bar on the Ballotpedia site, and that's going to give you a list of the people who are running for whichever election it is, whether it be the presidential, whether it be state government, local government, those kind of things, and so on. And from there, you'll get an idea of who's available to be up that you're voting for, and then you're going to have to do a little research beyond that to see what their stances are on things. Now, Ballotpedia will show you kind of their track record if they have one, and will tell you like this candidate promotes this, they promote that. It's a great resource to be using if you're not sure what to do in the local elections. Beyond Ballotpedia, what you'll need to do is you'll need to take that candidate's name and then probably plug it into a search on Google and use the news tab to see where they've been at in the news. If there's nothing there, then look back at Ballotpedia and see if they've had any controversial quotes or anything, and kind of back and forth. This is the part that turns most people off to voting, is having to research the candidates and see what's going on. One that's really difficult is judges. So if you didn't know, we vote on judges locally. So while most people would assume that doesn't affect them, if you have to go to court for any particular reason, you probably want to make sure that the judge that's, presiding over stuff is not a judge that's very, very negative on issues where you might be more lenient or where you might not agree with things. Like if they say that they don't believe a certain class of people should have rights, you probably don't want that person to be a judge. And people do, make an effort with Ballotpedia to get that information on like how they voted, what they voted on and stuff. There's also a pamphlet the city sends out for local elections, but that can be really dry sometimes, and I understand why most people don't want to look at that. So definitely look into Ballotpedia, and then look into the candidates as you can there, because they will list them all. And that's the best I've got for now. If I can come up with anything else beyond what I do to look into it, I can definitely post that here, but that's going to be your best resource. So I'll put a little text tag up here that'll be out through the entire video so you can see that as well, to let you know where the site is at. So hope that helps. And yeah, don't be afraid to ask these questions. It's not embarrassing if you don't know. Shouldn't be embarrassing, I should say, to ask if you don't know. Please ask if you don't know, so that way we can help people get better educated about voting and vote, because it does make a difference. It does.